Ever wondered what makes TV so powerful in Jamaica? Time to find out. Welcome to Global TV Group 358, where television meets innovation. We're not just about shows, we're about shaping society. In Jamaica, TV keeps you informed, connects diverse voices, and supports democracy. Imagine a Jamaica where broadcasters unite, sharing data and collaborating globally. That's us, a unified voice in the TV industry. Did you know TV advertising is still king? It drives website traffic, boosts brand equity, and powers integrated campaigns. Even in an age of digital, TV stands strong, resilient in tough times. Our Global TV Deck is your treasure trove of insights and data. With charts, graphs, and success stories, it's your guide to impactful TV advertising. Curious to learn more? Visit our website and see how Global TV Group 358 keeps television at the heart of entertainment in Jamaica. Get ready to binge watch the future.
God of my salvation, because the mouth of the sinful and wicked is open. Rastafari. Come with I. Rastaman throw one stone, and it break a bad feeling to all wicked men. Not a people there. Make a man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Only when man like Marcus Garvey speak, wicked men would I hear. Hear not hear. Instead of that, they only sit aside a rub and cheat, and not press the poor. Make up what I sing to. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a plan. Make him a throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. My favorite man, if Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the day them can sell out Rasta and sell it out and sell out Babylon. They give man throw one stone, and they bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. They give man throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. If Rasta make a progressive move, wicked men are red. How they want to see the dead and can sell out Rasta and sell out Babylon. Yes, stop on the Friday. You might throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. Oh, what a black thing, man, throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men. You have eyes to see, let him see. You have ears to hear, let him hear. What a prophet must say. President Mandela was in prison for 20 odd years. And he leave from the prison and take the seat of the president. Stone one. Big him and throw one stone, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked Rastaman show us good, and it bring a bad feeling to all wicked men.
Stibbidim day. We in Global TV says certain kind of friend we no keep, and some informer friend we lovely. We in Global, but not fake friend and but not thief. We in Global, we not promote them, we not support them. Look at them on the cheek, come here represent for. We in Global TV, check it.
Globalists, good morning, and welcome to your At a Glance program. Thank you for joining us. Good morning to YouTube. Good morning to TikTok. Everyone, good morning and welcome to my community of party and all my family members, platform moderators, membership holders, viewers, subscribers, commenters, and trolls. Good morning and welcome. Thank you all for joining us wherever you're tapping in from. Ivan Bradford, Beat and Teach. Good morning, Abinasa Cody. Good morning and welcome. Thank you for joining us. Sharon Bernard, good morning. Good morning. Who else is here? Good morning. Daphne Jackson, good morning. Willie Dunn, good morning. RJ, good morning. Vincent Denham, Keith Matthews, Marcia Thomas, good morning. Look at TV Adventures, Marcia Gill, good morning and welcome. Let me see who is on TikTok. Debbie, Stacey, Michael, Rich. Is it G. Vivian or so? And Adele. Good morning, all, and welcome. Yesterday was, and today as well, lots of high-level nonsense is going on in Jamaica. They call it diplomacy. Dolores Logan, Marcia Esser. They call it diplomacy. The truth is, though, we still don't know why Marco come, where Marco come about, or for that matter, what they're actually lying to us about. But I want you to help me call Darrell Vaz also, because I have few questions to ask Darrell Vaz. And I'm going to have to play back that video to do with that businessman Frotty, or if that's the correct name, in order to ask Darrell Vaz my questions. Because you can't put nothing past politicians, you know. Like not one single thing. Especially when politicians use certain things to play politics. Sharon Pearce. So we're going to listen to this video clip again with this businessman from Eastern, Northern Jamaica, from Portland to St. Mary, probably Ochi around the corner there. And then after we listen to who he is, then we're going to ask Minister Darrell Vaz some questions about Mr. Frotty and if Darrell Vaz possibly might know anything that can assist the police.
His name is Samuel Dixon, but he was also known as Frotty. On May 9 coming up, Frotty will be celebrating his 60th birthday.
Violet
Frotty,
morning.
he owned many businesses in Portland, where he is from, and in the parish of St. Ann. These businesses include gas station, car dealerships, and auto parts business. He lived at Balmoral Heights in the Towile area
Top
of
up the
St.
screen,
Mary.
please. TikTok, top up the
Frati,
screen,
he was a drug
please.
dealer with links in Colombia, Haiti, and the United States of America. Last night, Monday, March 7th, about 7 o'clock, Frati, who was a licensed firearm holder, he was driving a dark blue Maserati motor car towards his home when he was ambushed. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the vehicle that Frati was driving. He managed to jump out of the vehicle and ran, but the hoodlums chased him, caught up with him and pumped several bullets into him, killing him in the middle of the street. They also robbed Frati of his licensed firearm. We are told that the police
Lloyd,
found
morning.
over 80 spent shells to include
Dawn,
5.56 and 9mm spent shells on the scene. So
like and
it is
follow,
clear
like
that
and
a
follow,
hit
please. TikTok,
was
beat and
placed
beat
on
yourself.
Frati. But the question is, who was it that placed that hit on Frati? We are told that in recent times, Frati, he contracted a security company. He contracted them to provide bodyguard services to him. It is almost sure that if any of those security guards were with Frati last night, they too would have been killed. Now, the question is, what was it that happened recently? Why Frati thought his life was at risk? Word on the street is that Frati's name was being called on some shooting incidents. I carried a report on this channel before about two guys. One is called Sparkles and the other one is called Real Man. It is said that both Sparkles and Real Man, they were trusted employees of Frati, but they stopped working for him and they started their own business. Frati, he was very upset about this, and he was of the view that both Sparkles and Real Man had robbed him and started their own business. As a result, it is said that Frati, he placed hits on both Sparkles and Real Man's heads. On Sunday night, January 26, about 8:30, Real Man, who is 50 years old, he was standing along the roadway across from Island Grill in Ocho Rios. He stood and was talking to someone when a silver motor car with 3 hoodlums aboard drove up and stopped. The hoodlums, they opened a barrage of gunshots hitting Real Man. He received gunshot injuries, but he survived. Less than 1 week later, on Saturday night, February 1, at minutes to 8 o'clock, Sparkles, who would be celebrating his 46th birthday on the upcoming Tuesday, he was hosting his pre-birthday party at a venue at Marvin's Park in Ocho Rios when he was attacked and shot several times by a hoodlum. Sparkle, he received serious injuries, but he too survived. Frati's name was also being called as the man behind 2 recent murders, and these murders were said to be drug related. That man on your screen, his name is Albert Lindsay, but he was popularly known as Bugsy. Bugsy was in his 50s and he lived at Anchovy Land Settlement in Portland. Our information is that Bugsy, he spent some time in jail in Germany, but we are not sure what he was charged for. Bugsy, he operated a popular restaurant named Hannah Bananas in Portland, and he was shot and killed at his home on Thursday morning, March 6, about 8 o'clock. He was killed by someone who had called him out on his veranda. The latest incident that Frati's name was being called on, it took place at a marine repair shop in Kingston. It took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, March 24, about 5 o'clock. A guy named Roger Jeffet Bacon. He was 34 years old and he lived at Reach District in Portland. It is said that Roger, he was actively involved in the guns for drug trade between Jamaica and Haiti. Yesterday afternoon, Roger, he drove his silver Toyota Hiace bus to the shop for them to do repairs on one of his boat engines. While he was there, two hoodlums rode up on a bike and opened gunfire at Roger, killing him on the spot. So the question investigators are now trying to answer is, was Frati killed as an act of reprisal for any of these incidents, or was it something else? More to come. The mayhem. Blessed love, everybody. Tell
MP Vaz. Call Darrell Vaz. We have something to ask Darrell. Because remember, Darrell said since certain people took up residence at Portland, certain behavior come to Portland. It is said, Darrell Vaz, that you are very much Virgo Williams. Thanks for the follow. Give us a follow, please, everyone. It is said, Darrell Vaz, that you are very much acquainted, Roger Morning, with Fraughty. Javid Morning. You are very much, Mr. Vaz, acquainted with Fraughty. It is also said that he has possibly bankrolled previous election campaign for you. We want a comment from Mr. Vaz in relation to his relationship with Fraughty. Given that we are made to understood that Mr. Fraughty is in the drugs and gun trade, something we also hear said Darrell Vaz inner as to why them take a Blue Lagoon from poor people to keep them trade running. Do you, Mr. Vaz, owe Fraughty any money? Is one of the questions. Has he bankrolled? Blake Manning, welcome. Me confused with the name line, whether be Fraughty or Shorty, but I don't know what me attack say. It is said, Darrell Vaz, he has bankrolled your election campaigns in the past. It is also said that Darrell Vaz possibly is it 40 or Fraughty? Wanna leave me alone. Leave me alone, whether be Fraughty, 40, Shorty. We don't know what me attack the ladybug wagwan. Sophia. It is said he has bankrolled previous election campaign for you, Darrell Vaz. It is also said, I will call him Samuel. It is also said, Darrell Vaz, that you possibly owe him money. One of the things that I want to question Darrell Vaz is your relationship with a person of his character, with a connection to Mexico, Darrell Vaz, which you do also have connection to for spurious reasons, Darrell Vaz. What we don't want to hear, Mr. Vaz, because maybe we can prove otherwise, is for you to come out here, Fraughty. It's for you to come out here, Mr. Vaz. Sammy, thank you. Thanks everyone for the follow and the share. Candy, thank you. It's for you to come out here. It's real. Thank you. And come distant yourself like say you never know him. Jenny, thank you. And like say you and him never friend. What we want to hear from the MP, Mr. Vaz, what does he know about the businessman's death? Does he owe Frotty any money? It is also said, Mr. Vaz, that Frotty was planning to put his support financially behind the People's National Party for the upcoming general election. Sean Storm, morning. Is there any truth to that argument, Darrell Vaz? Are you aware, or were you aware? Have you ever been told? Have you ever been made aware, Mr. Vaz, that there's a possibility that the businessman was going to put his support behind the People's National Party? Further question, Mr. Vaz, are you aware of any information? Do you have any information, KC Ownbas, that can assist the police in their investigation, Mr. Vaz? Does Darrell Vaz, KC Bass, nobody come over here with the galangin. Let me tap and talk to you, because I look like fuel. Oh, labor rights are here this morning. Morning, labor rights. Labor rights. If you look carefully, this is my third TikTok page. 3 TikTok page I have courtesy of you all to go live on. Because you all keep reporting my page maliciously. And every time you do that, TikTok opens me up another page. Look at this one. I started going live on this page with less than 200 followers. So you're actually making me grow. So if you want to come here for the disturbance this morning, you're just going to provide me a new TikTok platform. I have 3 platforms now to go live on, courtesy of the disturbance and the malicious reporting from supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party. So I'm just warning you all, if you're here to create problem this morning, you're only going to help me to grow. Alrighty? Let's get back to Darrell Vaz. Because now go on, like I said, when people question politicians, they don't have the right to. When I go on, like say, when we know so we politician them, like Dr. Chang, that's why I don't know how Marco Rubio, when Marco Rubio attack, you see the Marco Rubio no pint pan Dr. Chang. You understand? Marco Rubio no pint pan Dr. Chang. And Marco Rubio, after aware, said Dr. Chang is one of the biggest gun importer of illegal firearm in the country. Morning, Fabian Simpson. How are you, darling? Morning and welcome. Marco Rubio come with all of him giveaways. And Dr. Chang was sitting right there when Marco Rubio talked about fighting transnational crime. But back to Darrell Vaz and his connection to businessmen, drug dealers, and gun importers, Mr. Vaz. Oopsie there's Sorry about that. It is important for one to ask the questions. It is our politician. When Darrell Vaz, yes, me jealous. When Darrell Vaz run come out, anti-Shelley Coran, good morning. When Darrell Vaz run come out, as soon as the man them dead at Portland, Darrell Vaz never run come out and say, condolences. You understand? Darrell Vaz run come start play politics. So now that we are finding out the relationship and connection between Darrell Vaz and the businessman, alleged drug dealer and illegal firearm importer, we don't get up in our feelings, or we never get up in our feelings when Darrell Vaz use the dead man them to play politics. Anyway, Mr. Vaz, we want to know, one, if you owe Frotty any money. How much election campaign has he bankrolled for you? What information do you have that can assist the police in the investigation? Were you made aware, Darrell Vaz, Miguel Morning, were you made aware that there's a possibility of him switching allegiance to support the People's National Party for the upcoming general election? We want to know. We want to know. The minister have a lot of relationship with a lot of drugs and gunmen in the Portland, St. Mary, and St. Anne's area of Jamaica. Desmond Morning, Better Days Morning. So we want to know, remember Dr. Bloomfield? Remember Dr. Bloomfield. Who's in Dr. Bloomfield's seat? Who is it again? Is it the Anne that used scissors to cut stones? Or is it the Anne that cries to water? Remember Dr. Bloomfield. So we want to know from Darrell Vaz, what information can you help us with in Mr. Samuel's death? How much money do you owe Mr. Samuel? And if you don't owe him any money, Hyacinth, how you do? If you don't owe him the money, Darrell Vaz, were you aware that he was going to switch allegiance to the People's National Party? Let us play the clip again, Darrell Vaz, because you cannot deny, Darrell, say you and him is not closely acquainted. And we want to know from you, how close was that acquaintance? Was that acquaintance, Darrell Vaz, involved financial dealing that involved you or your wife's election?
On May 9 coming up, Frati will be celebrating his 60th birthday. Frati, he owned many businesses in Portland, where he is from, and in the parish of St. Anne. These businesses include gas station, car dealerships, and auto parts business. He lived at Balmoral Heights in the Towile area of St. Mary. Frati, he was a drug dealer with links in Colombia, Haiti, and the United States of America. Last night,
give
Monday,
us follows
March
and
7,
likes,
about
please.
7
TikTok
o'clock,
follows and likes.
Frati, who was a licensed firearm holder, he was driving a dark blue Maserati motor car towards his home when he was ambushed. The hoodlums, they opened gunfire at the vehicle that Frati was driving. He managed to jump out of the vehicle and ran, but the hoodlums chased him, caught up with him, and pumped several bullets into him, killing him in the middle of the street. They also robbed Frati of his licensed firearm. We are told that the police, they found over 80 spent shells, to include 5.56 and 9mm spent shells on the scene. So it is clear that a hit was placed on Frati. But the question is, who was it that placed that hit on Frati? We are told that in recent times, Frati, he contracted a security company. He contracted them to provide bodyguard services to him. It is almost sure that if any of those security guards were with Frati last night, they too would have been killed. Now, the question is, what was it that happened recently? Why Frati thought his life was at risk? Word on the street is that Frati's name was being called on some shooting incidents. I carried a report on this channel before about two guys. One is called Sparkles, and the other one is called Real Man. It is said that both Sparkles and Real Man, they were trusted employees of Frati, but they stopped working for him and they started their own business. Frati, he was very upset about this, and he was of the view that both Sparkles and Real Man had robbed him and started their own business. As a result, it is said that Frati, he placed hits on both Sparkles and Real Man's heads. On Sunday night, January 26, about 8:30, Real Man, who is...
Let me pause 1 second here, so. I've often said this, and I'm going to say it again. The biggest problem we have in Jamaica when it comes to crime are politicians and businessmen. And these people are closely linked together. Politician and businessman. Why pray? Morning and welcome. Politicians and businessmen are our biggest problem when it comes to crime in our country. Marcia Brown, morning, welcome. Dion, morning. And police, thank you, Dion. Politicians, businessmen, and police are Jamaica's problem when it comes to crime. The youths in the ghetto who fire gun, I'm blessed, morning. The youths in the ghetto who fire gun. The youths in the ghetto who are well armed, Miss Cox, morning. The youths in the ghetto who are well armed cannot afford to maintain the high-powered weaponry and a lot of ammunition, Ross, morning, that they use to terrorize our country. Cousin Myrna, Abina, George, everybody, morning. John Anderson. Police, politicians, and businessmen are our biggest problem in Jamaica. But when, don't shout, the criminal prime minister that we have is launching an attack on crime, he sends the police in the ghetto to kill innocents a lot of the time, not all the time, but a lot of the time, innocent young men. Because everybody have concern about it, civil society have concerns, even Indicom have concerns. The very prime minister have concerns. Kolo, welcome, you find me also. Have concerns of some of the extrajudicial killings we see happening in Jamaica. We see one recently in St. Thomas. And here comes Marco Rubio, come with grand old initiative to fight crime. Where America fight crime, crime increases. Where America fight terrorism, terrorism increases. I'm worried about Marco Rubio's visit, as I'm worried about the escalation of crime, because you heard the Prime Minister do the FETIC yesterday. A global war, he said. JLP Defender, good morning and welcome. A war, the Prime Minister says, and gangs, a global war and gangs. I mean, the 100 and odd so gangs in, hey, Jesus, this Prime Minister, and talking shit, like a lot of it. I mean, a whole cow splatter of it when he's ready to speak. Because this Prime Minister, fun stop, cannot even declare war on the gangs in Jamaica without killing innocent young men. The Prime Minister cannot declare war on Dr. Horace Chang, who is taking in guns into the country, illegal ones, Minister of National Security, by the container. 200 AK-47s. Yes, that's what Dr. Chang brought into our country. That same Dr. Chang who told Jamaican young men, come in a jeep back, our panchecha, judge or maker, said the Prime Minister. I wonder when, Prime Minister, the politicians, the businessmen, and the police are going to meet their judge or their maker for the crime, the institution of crime, the commercial industry of crime that they have created in our country. Let we continue listening about Darrell Vaz' friend. A Darrell Vaz' friend, you know. Philbert Barrett, morning. Russian, morning. A Darrell Vaz' friend. So Darrell Vaz can't come out here and say he doesn't know who Samuel Dixon is. He doesn't know who Frotty is. He has no relationship with Frotty. He has never, his political campaign has never been supported or bankrolled by Mr. Samuel Dixon. Come and let us know, Darrell Vaz. I'm going to get to Mario Dean as well. I can't pronounce your name, you know, but I've called the last part Famous. Because I have it on my slide as well. As we told you, we're going to keep an eye on the development of the Mario Dean trial. Cunningham morning. The pathologists gave evidence in court for a spliff. Mario Dean was brutally murdered by, is it Barnett Street? Police. Brutally murdered. Bludgeoned to the head. Strangled. Only for a spliff. When most of our police in Jamaica are highly intertwined with scammers and gangsters, it's evident them can't say we tell lie upon them. That is what we know for fact. We are extorted and abused every day. Your platform need to close your instigating crime. Dan, my moderator them sit down there. Take down off of my platform. Because sometimes on every dunce you can deal with. Get busy, moderator. 148 people over TikTok. Get busy when me match them there. Because the labor right them come. But let me remind you, labor rights. Wanna help me to grow up on TikTok. Look at me, labor rights. You all created me 3 TikTok. When we start broadcast on TikTok, I was only using one platform. I was only using one platform when we start on TikTok. And because I don't keep come with the malicious reporting, every time on a report my page, I start a new page on TikTok, give me almost instant live access. Remember the on a Black Tour platform in a week last week or when? And this platform won't allow me to go live with less than 200 supporters. Una allow me to go live with less than 200 supporters. That's how you all are helping me to grow labor rights. Una may think una fight me, but una really help me to grow, especially on TikTok. Una really push me far because una make me have platforms to choose from which one to go live on TikTok, and they are well supported because of you. So continue with the rebellion because you all think on a criminal run out of lies, run out of ideas, Prime Minister and his criminal friends are going to hold us to ransom, are going to hold our free speech to ransom. Maybe some of you all need it's JLP supporters, not all of you. Some of you have sense, but most of you with chat around, especially TikTok with the dragonauting behavior, continuously reporting people page. Beat and teach and Katie, you know, run go over TikTok there. Run go over TikTok because the lady, me tell you, remember last night, me tell you, say, Marcia Brown, hold on, the Marcia Brown. Me tell you, say, them are go run out. Because after me hacked the TikTok page last night and it opened me up, me tell you, them are go run out this morning. You see how much of them over TikTok this morning. I know they were going to run out. But we police them. We police them. We businessmen and we politician them. And them are our biggest problem. But at them we protect. At them we protect. Debbie and comment, they make me see if you have mods. We need to protect the innocent and the vulnerable from you. That is strength from me. How? That is strength, go on, yeah? Go on. Because uno go on like uno know say Dr. Chang is a criminal. The world knows that. The United States Embassy investigation shows that. The British ambassador, their investigation shows that our politicians are highly involved in gangs, in drugs, and in guns. I have evidence of Dr. Chang distributing 200 AK-47s in flankers in 2001 while them tell we say, turn on the yard, Marvin. Them tell we say, turn on the yard. But at the same time, Dr. Chang was in flankers distributing 200 AK-47s, load up 3 coaster buses, and send Sandra to different garrisons in Jamaica. I don't want with it talk. Now here is a businessman who is closely linked to Darrell Vaz, who Mr. Samuel Dixon has been in the gun, drugs, and galang in deportee and everything trade from day one. He's Darrell Vaz close associate. One of the other things you must also be aware of Darrell Vaz and also question Darrell Vaz is why Darrell Vaz, Ryan, make sure every time them drug lords get deported from America, these are the person that Darrell Vaz become closely aligned and associated to. Ask Darrell Vaz. Ask Darrell Vaz. Why is it? Why is it? Darrell Vaz can't tell us, no. The man, because the two of them business face one another. Darrell Vaz office is across the street from Frater Supermarket in Buff Bay. So, Darrell can't say he don't know who, but what Darrell need to do is come answer the questions. What's your business relationship with Samuel Dixon? Have Samuel Dixon bankrolled election campaign for you? How much money do you owe Mr. Dixon? Were you aware, or have you been made aware? Have you ever been told that Mr. Dixon is planning to support the People's National Party, Darrell Vaz, for the upcoming general election? And do you, Darrell Vaz, know any information, Darrell Vaz, silver looking, that you can assist the police in the investigation into Mr. Dixon's death? We want to know, Mr. Vaz.
Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Take out somebody, man or woman. Colleen, comment. Let me see if you have mods there, so. Comment quick there, Colleen. Let me see if you have mods there, so. Hold on, Colleen. You say labor right them have me a grow pan yourself, Colleen? Labor rights. Look how me a grow. Courtesy of honor. Thank you, labor rights. Labor rights, give us a follow, please. Because let me tell you something, labor rights. If you follow me, Mark morning. If you follow me, labor rights, because say every time me TikTok live turn on, come over here and jaw cheer. So me not see why don't just like the live. Me I go start and me not go be able to do this evening because I have appointment that will run me into the late of this evening. But me I go start have back debates on TikTok at 1 o'clock Jamaica time. Jason Hamilton, thanks for the follow. So give me a follow, labor rights. If come sell on a party, Desmond, thank you. Give me a follow so when we start have debate, Emperor, can get the great morning, Iceman. Can get the notification and can debate and sell on a party. What I'm trying to do, labor right, is to live on a standard. If you want to behave better than the Prime Minister, we're going to Parliament to go read debate, and rather than the Prime Minister read debate, the Prime Minister go in a Parliament, go quarrel for 3 hours in an angry tirade, then him two buster for 2 hours, and we have not heard jittery from the Prime Minister. The same way Prime Minister and Liad Marco come yesterday with a hidden agenda. You understand? Hidden agenda from Marco Rubio and the Prime Minister, because they're going around in circles supping cold tea. They're going around in circles supping cold tea tells us nothing from that press conference that Marco Rubio and the Prime Minister did yesterday, because Marco Rubio come with empty hand, empty promises, just like the empty mouth of wholeness have and the empty promises that we, Kevin Thomas, you just read. The empty promises that we get from wholeness day in, day out. Make we finish listen to Darrell Vaz associates. Why Darrell Vaz so kosher to criminals? Why Darrell Vaz and deportees, juggler deportees are so close? I who joined the team there. Thank you, Chef. Thank you very much, Chef James, backup page. Thank you, thank you. Why Darrell Vaz so close with criminals? Why Darrell Vaz, Lana, morning? Raymond, morning. Why Darrell Vaz make sure, say, everybody get deported, Colleen Nita. Everybody get deported from foreign as a juglard in the hemisphere of Jamaica there. Darrell Vaz make sure Shane Grandison Foundation. Morning, sis. How you do? This time in nether page with labor rights, them just make me a grow up on TikTok so they won't leave me page, make me survive. So every time them target one, me just create a new page. Desmond, thanks for the share. Why is it that Darrell Vaz is so closely linked to criminals? And then these are the same people that are ordering their criminal in uniform to shoot down innocent young men on the street.
50 years old. He was standing along the roadway across from Island Grill in Ocho Rios. He stood and was talking to someone when a silver motor car with 3 hoodlums aboard drove up and stopped. The hoodlums, they opened a barrage of gunshots hitting real man. He received gunshot injuries, but he survived. Less than 1 week later, on Saturday night, February 1, at minutes to 8 o'clock, Sparkles, who would be celebrating his 46th birthday on the upcoming Tuesday, he was hosting his pre-birthday party at a venue at Marvin's Park in Ocho Rios when he was attacked and shot several times by a hoodlum. Sparkle, he received serious injuries, but he too survived. Frate's name was also being called as the man behind 2 recent murders, and these murders were said to be drug-related. That man on your screen, his name is Albert Lindsay, but he was popularly known as Bugsy. Bugsy was in his 50s, and he lived at Anchovy Land Settlement in Portland. Our information is that Bugsy, he spent some time in jail in Germany, but we are not sure what he was charged for. Bugsy, he operated a popular restaurant named Hannah Bananas in Portland, and he was shot and killed at his home on Thursday morning, March 6, about 8 o'clock. He was killed by someone who had called him out on his veranda. The latest incident that Frate's name was being called on, it took place at a marine repair shop in Kingston. It took place yesterday afternoon, Monday, March 24, about 5 o'clock.
Morning.
A guy named Roger Jeffet Beacon. He was 34 years old and he lived at Reach District in Portland. It is said that Roger, he was actively involved in the guns for drug trade between Jamaica and Haiti. Yesterday afternoon, Roche, he drove his silver Toyota Hiace bus to the shop for them to do repairs on one of his boat engines. While he was there, 2 hoodlums rode up on a bike and opened gunfire at Roche, killing him on the spot. So the question investigators are now trying to answer is, was Frate killed as an act of reprisal for any of these incidents, or was it something else? More to come. The mayhem. Blessed love, everybody. Tell a friend to tell.
Regardless of what JLP supporters and Darrell Vaz supporters thinks, Darrell Vaz needs to answer the question as to his relationship with Samuel Dixon. He also needs to tell us if Samuel Dixon has bankrolled any of his election campaign. He needs to tell us if he owed the businessman any money. And he needs to tell us if he has any information that can assist the police in Mr. Samuel's murder. Because we know that the whole honor whisper together. So we really want to know. Thank you, Chef. Thank you. Peter, morning, thanks. We really want to know, because we want to know who we're voting for. Even though majority of them are criminals, the truth be told, Kirk Shirley. We want to know from Darrell Vaz. You see, just like how them want to know where people born, where people status be, we want to know Darrell Vaz connections and relations. Active and strong JLP. Good morning, active and strong. Can you give us a follow, please? Hopefully when we open up the box, you can get to come sell your party, or you can get to come send me up under my mother, if that's all that you all know. Because you know, say, when one book no really walk on the same side of the street, when you see book, you run under wire fence and tear off on clothes. It is why when you come out here, you can only go into the gutter. Alrighty? Kimberly Bent, morning. Happy morning. Caroline, morning. From Glory, morning. Queen Dainty, morning. You find me by yourself, Queen Dainty. No, sir. No, but people them, the TikTok people them a find me over here, so. But labor rights, I want help on to grow, you know. I don't want to stay in the dot and continue to wallow down there. I want help on to rise up. Help on to bite on the tongue and turn up on a big toe and put on a point across and come from under where mother clothes. We mother don't want to know under there. Neither does we. We don't want to know under the neither. Okay? So we want to know if you turn up on the foot, because murder was going. We want to know if you turn up on the foot, and we want to know if you be able to put in a point across without wetting the dirt and wallow in it. But then again, I might be contradicting myself, because I might just try to bathe the pig, and the minute the pig see me with the hose or the bucket of water, the pig is going to go slap bam in the mud. Do I to find me over here, so slap bam in the mud again. So I might be trying the impossible, but you might never know what you can achieve, labor rights, if you don't try the impossible. So I don't mind wasting time helping to lift you out of the gutter, because you staying down there is a bother and a drawback for our country, which I want to assist in moving forward. And with your mindset, we're not going to go forward. So I have to help your mindset to come forward. Joy, morning. Come up a speed, labor rights. Labor rights! Come up a speed. I mean, you can do better, you know. You can get out of the mud. You can climb a tree and look down. Not always in the muds, my friend. All right? You ever hear the phrase, agree to disagree? Try that. Just try that. The agree to disagree part of life. Short general. You find me over here this morning, Mitchell Boo. You find me. You might just see that it can work. Stickle Dread, morning. And every morning if you go show people so they don't have home training. And every morning if you go show people say, when you walk through the world, on your knees and not on your feet. As your Prime Minister was doing yesterday, way down on his feet in front of Marco Rubio. Because the bullduckery bull they came out in public with, none of us understand it. They spoke nothing to us. They told us nothing, literally nothing. Because Marco Rubio was sent to give an instruction. But as it is in international diplomacy, a media frenzy have to be played out in front of us. But what did they really discuss? What did they really agree to? But because we know that our prime minister is so criminally aligned and visa fetish, our prime minister is not going to make a decision in the interest of Jamaica people. Marco Rubio, them something that you come in a press conference go and talk about. Let me play Marco Rubio for you here. The bullduckery bull them where you come out with. Nobody no left foreign if you come talk about them something there. When you come give an instruction, that's how you want to behave. The issue is really China and BRICS, and not just so Cuba. When you come with this trade basket, what do you have in it, Marco Rubio? What does Brock Pocket, Big Mouth America, Marco Rubio, has to offer? The days of America walking around, wielding its stick, Marco Rubio, is coming to an end. A new bloc has emerged called BRICS, the unstoppable bloc, the bloc that will not waste its time, America, in fighting useless wars and creating diseases, America. Look at who Andrew Holness wants us to follow. An oil drinking, baby killing, bomb dropping, AK firing, America. Look at that. Look who we follow. The criminals of our lifetime are them Holness one we follow the barnyard. When you see some the prime minister mad. When everybody is standing up to America, how can you, anybody else willing to follow a madman go down the road? How can you trust them? Everybody has stand up to Donald Trump except for Andrew Holness. Every leader can turn up and talk except for Andrew Holness. When you call Vegas and call Sunny Days, she call herself Natalie Stock, one maroon warrior. Me I go address on this morning. Come on, drunk crows. When you call Vegas, I want to call Sunny Days. After I want to listen painstakingly to Marco Holness bullshit. Hugh Blair, morning and welcome. I'm going to address Sunny Days. I can't bother with Karen Cross. I don't have rum. Because you know when you deal with duppy, you have to wet them with rum first before you invoke them. I don't have enough rum to feed the duppy this morning. So I'm now going to address Karen Cross. Sis. Karen Cross. I'm not going to address Karen Crosses this morning. Because I don't have enough rum to invoke the duppy. But when I call Sunny Days, I want to call Vegas, I may have pill can help to calm their nerve this morning. Let's listen to Rubio's bullshit.
Minister, first of all, thank you for the very warm welcome. On Tuesday I completed my 9th week on the job, so I told you I'd be here early. I think that's pretty early. I'm glad to be here so soon. Thank you to the Foreign Minister as well for welcoming me and all the work we do together, and to the people of Jamaica. The ties, I would say, between the United States and Jamaica don't need to be explained. They're incredibly strong. And in particular, my home state of Florida. We were commenting close, 800,000 to 1 million Jamaican expatriates who call the United States home. And I asked, was it just in Florida? Because it's a very vibrant community that's contributed so much to the place that I've called home for so long. And so we have a shared history that's tied together by people. I also would say that some substantial percentage of Americans have traveled here at some point in their lives. And that also binds countries together. Nothing binds countries and cultures more closely together than people. And we certainly have that in common. And we want to continue to make sure that we build on that. We did touch on a couple of topics. The first is trade. The world has been closely followed. The president is in the midst of realigning American global trade policy, primarily to reset global trade in a way that's fair to the U.S. after 20 or 30 years of what we believe is unfairness, not when it comes to Jamaica, but broader. And from that will come real opportunities to create new alignments and new trade arrangements and new trade opportunities. And I believe Jamaica is one of those places that together we both stand to benefit. In particular, we discussed supply chains. And we ask ourselves, why, if so many of these products are destined for the North American market, why are so many of the productive capacities located halfway around the world? And there's a lot of different reasons why that's happened. But it makes all the sense in the world to see more productive capacity, more manufacturing, more industry relocated into our hemisphere. We certainly have the labor and the population and the desire to do so in our hemisphere. It's closer to the end markets. And so we want to pursue opportunities to make that possible. And clearly, I think Jamaica is one of those places that could benefit. And the Prime Minister has that vision for the country and the creation of not just jobs, but jobs that pay even better than the jobs that maybe some could find now. So it's an opportunity I think would be mutually beneficial, and we're going to actively seek and look for ways to make that possible. I also think there's extraordinary opportunity.
No, Marco Rubio. Your Donald Trump is trying to revive the U.S. economy by bringing manufacturing and trade back into the Western Hemisphere. And one thinks Jamaica stand to benefit from that. All right, in a natural world, possibly. But in the world where we live, Marco Rubio, the reason why the U.S. economy reaches the end of its life, Marco Rubio, the same exploitation, the fourth Red Scare that going on with, because it is what the communist propaganda run by America and its ally is called the Red Scare. So on a new Red Scare, this is the fourth Red Scare, is docked on human exploitation. Hey, Marco Rubio. But isn't it though, Marco Rubio, that is what the human exploitation of the Eastern Bloc, Marco Rubio, the cheap labor, Marco Rubio, that the US run. The US run to the East, Marco Rubio, to look for cheap labor. And China has emerged, whoosh, and America has swung. So on a thing say now, minimum wage just raised to $16,000 a week. I don't know say me done with maths, so I break it down for me how much that in a US dollar a week. So Marco Rubio is coming to issue out, think about introducing slave labor to us, cheap labor to us in order to build the American industry. But because $100 US lights, $100 US a week, Marco Rubio. So now go bring industry into the Western Hemisphere, and Jamaica are going to benefit. Your problem though, Marco Rubio, and Donald Trump problem is China. That is the discussion we expected that we're going to have behind closed door. It's quite not the discussion because on a China issue really bigger than on a Cuba issue, you know. On a bigger problem right now, Cuba has joined the BRICS. It's only America going to get better for Cuba in your backyard, Nicholas Abel. Something, America, you have no control over and can do nothing about. As Julius Malema says, the world must leave America behind and move forward. Since World War II, and America has achieved its imperial dominance across the globe, America has not used it for good. America has not even addressed itself internally. What America has done is uses its taxpayers' money to fight wars around the world, to use its money under the US aid to intervene into other countries' policy, is to use their IMF and the World Bank and their International Development Bank to hold third world countries, so-called, in strangulation. Enough of America. America, it's in its dying days. America don't have the right, the power, the pocket to dictate to anybody else. Only a weak jellyback fish of a prime minister that will not stand up and voice his opinion strongly on the issue. And want a third term from the people of Jamaica? When your prime minister is showing so much lack of leadership, your prime minister is so corrupt, your prime minister have the people of Jamaica in front of the court. If uno choose back wholeness in my voice in media land is not to tell Jamaica who to vote for. It is up to you who you want to vote for. What I am saying to you, do you want more of the same or do you want to try something else? It's your choice. Vegas and sunny days. May I address them? I often don't like to address vloggers, but the ones in the political spheres, I do. If they don't want me to address them, come out of the public space. Now, you all know Vegas have regular hissy fit of Mark Golden. Don't know why he has a fetish, Paul Burrell, of Mark Golden. Don't know what he's going to achieve from it. Don't know if he's looking for a seat in the Senate, as a councillor, as an MP. Don't know if he's getting building permit or government land for buy it. Don't know what it is. Just speculations. But Vegas and the Jamaica Labour Party have an issue with Mark Golden, which is very hypocritical and unfair. Because the basis of their problem, Donna Ferguson, against Mr. Golden is based on his race and culture. I think as a society, we shouldn't be going down a road we were never on. We're a people who have colorism in our society, but never an issue of race and birtherism that we see advanced by the Jamaica Labour Party. As well as members of parliament like Juliet Cockburn Flynn, Darren Vaz, and Everard Warmington, who regularly advance these bigotry overtones. You have people in the media, face like Sunny Days and Vegas and Karen Cross and all that jazz, Michelle Stern and all that jazz, who also carry out those attacks, as well as a band of JLP supporters across the airwaves. Why is it hypocritical? Mr. Golden is the only non-African in the People's National Party, non-African descent. Whereas in the Jamaica Labour Party, about half or almost half of the Jamaica Labour Party is of a European or Asian descent. And that party is the party that advances racism in Jamaica hypocritically against one man. That's why it's hypocritical. At no time the leadership of the Jamaica Labour Party has ever sought to address the issue or to calm down their loose animals that they set out there. And if you remember, Vegas did have to come apologize to Dr. Campbell because he goes around every platform, YouTube, TikTok, and everywhere he can get a space to attack Mr. Golden. Now, one of the recent attack was when Mr. Golden showed his citizenship revocation and partner draw TV. Vegas have a huge hissy fit about that because Mr. Golden should have called the media. This is a big story. Mr. Golden should have called the media, but Mr. Golden is gearing the young people of the nation towards the platforms run by the fishes. Don't know what he mean, if it's roast fish, fried fish, boiled fish, or kingfish as in Peter King's fish. Don't know. They had a new breakdown last night. Him and Sunny Days up on the same TikTok platform, and they were having a meltdown. What was the meltdown about? Mr. Golden's and the People's National Party press conference yesterday. The accusation is that Mr. Golden have a press conference on the same day the U.S. Secretary of State, because they speak like it's a glory, Marco Rubio coming to Jamaica. Mr. Golden have a press conference to take away the media from Andrew Holness. What was the point of any media there? Of all the Jamaican media, it was only two get to ask question. They carefully chose 4 media people to ask question. Jamaica gets 2 questions. The United States gets 2 questions. What was there for anybody to go about? To go sit down on a warm chair, listen to Marco Rubio and Holness talking a whole pile of shit? Like literally? Don't you all think people have more things to do? If you go sit down and listen to Marco Rubio, the country full of journalists. The media personnel, them don't have one reporter. So I don't see why 2 press conference can go on in a one day. What did Marco Rubio and Andrew Holness talk about that you all understood labor rights? Sunny Days and Vegas, what was it? Here what Vegas said. One of the journalists asked Mr. Golden a question in relation to the Cuban healthcare workers yesterday. Mr. Golden's answer was he would prefer that CARICOM has a unified approach on the issue. You hear what Vegas are run with a narrative and attack. When Mr. Golden get asked a question about Cuba, you know hear what Mr. Golden say? We stand with the Caribbean. That was a lie, and that is the lies that Vegas and Sunny Days, a lot of people who crowd up around these people platform, I don't even sure if they are aware how much that they are being lied to. Sunny Days' problem is not political, it's personal. Sunny Days want to rap with man in high society. And because Dr. Campbell don't look sideways at her, because Dr. Dawes don't look sideways at the young horse, she have a massive problem. Her problem is nothing to do with politics. Her problem is personal. But they're willing. These people who call themselves comrade, that's why I not trust a lot of these people in them feelings, you know. Because them claims that them are Michael Manley comrade. But these same Michael Manley comrade, I have been watching Michelle Stern, Karen Cross, and Sunny Days actively from last year when local government election call, campaigning for Andrew Holness, and they call themselves Michael Manley, PNP. Uno, Karen Cross and Uno lot. Uno just like the Rasta entertainer them. We sing say Old Emmanuel Iron Fire Bun, Paul Poem, rather than comb for beef we up for make money off away, and then them go around and bow to poor Paul for get a visa. The all on our game players. Uno willing to mash up the People's National Party. We uno cherish English Michael Manley, but uno willing to destroy the party for English Mark Golden. Make it make sense, no people. This is why they don't listen to themselves. Neither Vegas, Karen Cross, Sunny Days, none of them. Them don't listen to themselves. Because if you all are going to brand Mr. Golden as the slave master's descendant, so was Michael Manley. So was Norman Manley. What is your problem, members of the Jamaica Labour Party? What is your problem? Karen Cross, Vegas, and Sunny Days. Me, I make sure me have straight jacket. When Mark Golden win the election night, me not will talk about Siaga. Make we left dead Siaga, make Siaga rest in peace. Every Bennett, Denise. Make Siaga rest in peace. Look at the current. Make we make Buster and Siaga rest in peace. Dino, welcome. You find me over here, so. Make we make Buster and Siaga rest in a peace. Look at the current composition of the Jamaica Labour Party. Make them two the rest in a peace. Look at the current composition of the Jamaica Labour Party. Horace Chang Delroy Chuck, Kamina Johnson Smith, the Vases, Henry Samuda. I mean, Chang Chuck fuck all of that. That's the composition of the Jamaica Labour Party. So make the dead one them rest in a peace. There are a lot of live comparison there. Mr. Golden 1 Toto 1 versus almost half of the Jamaica Labour Party. They don't listen to themselves. Them a hypocrite, but them also don't put tap a hit. And then you have those people around them, the Tavares, kind of you had a son and a father. The Samu, the unrelated. The Vaz, the Henry, the Chang, the Chok, the Shaw. I mean, look at the current composition of the Jamaica Labour Party. You think it's only hypocrisy? Or you think dunceness is highly intertwined in what going on in the Jamaica Labour Party? That's nasty politics. You all call Donald Trump politics nasty. Denison Bryan, welcome over here, so. You all call Donald Trump politics nasty when Donald Trump goes into the gutter of race and birtherism and all that. How is it that under the same Jamaica Labour Party doing the same thing? No, Sam, me don't tired. What me fi tired for? Journalism is my work. Which journalist you ever fi tired for talk, sir? Whether sir or ma'am, who you be? Why you think me fi tired for talk when journalism is my role? Andrea Thomas, good morning. When me ready for hold PNP account, Andrea, me will hold them to account at the Jamaica Labour Party. True love, good morning, good morning. At the Jamaica Labour Party, currently make the decisions that affects us. All right? When the shoes is on the other foot, I can guarantee you that I will hold the People's National Party to account just like I hold the Jamaica Labour Party. Denny's morning. For Uno, it's about a party. For me, it's about my country. Uno not new to me, but my globalists that are here with me from the start know that I hold Mark Golden and the PNP to account. But Uno think to say the problem with you all labor rights. You think when we hold the government to account, we must go into a compare and contrast. That's not how journalism works in holding government to account. It's not going into compare and contrast. Look at what Mr. Golden doing. Oh, but the PNP was doing the same thing or even worse. No, that's not my job as a journalist. My job is to call out the government failure, the government inability, effectiveness, incompetence, corruption, crime. Those are my roles, my dears and darlings. All right? Sir bless, morning. Those are my role. My role is not to come out here to sell any of you all party, to compare and contrast, because my God, when Mr. Golden is in the driving seat, if you never heard me said this before, Mr. Golden only have 10 days, and not 10 days, 100 days, Sandra Rose. 100 days. And if Mr. Golden fail on his 100-day implementation policy, it will be all guns blazing round here. One Mackenzie morning. It will be all guns blazing around here. So, if you follow what Grandma said, Tanasi, no poil, no dance, you certainly will see that my job here is not tribal or political. It's purely about Jamaica. Janice Powell, morning. Carrie, morning. It's purely about my country. But tell on a criminal politician them say, this is a different era of journalism, not one that they can pull a wool over our eye. And we're going to continue, as I said, keep an eye, is it Chantel Smith, and the Mario Dean, the development in the Mario Dean trial, because the pathology evidence show that Mario Dean ending by the Jamaica Constabulary Force, is it Beagle, B? at Barnett Street Police Station was brutal. Child of God, Sadie, good morning. Anita, good morning. Was brutal. And there are a lot of other parents waiting for their day in court for their children that was murdered by members of the Jamaica Constabulary Force. That Jamaica Constabulary Force, which is highly involved in the crime in our country, or politicians or businessmen, those are who our problems are. I want to thank you all for being here with us this morning on the Global Television Group. Thanks to everyone who has run out on TikTok this morning. A lot of you have run out. It's a brand new page. Thank you very much. Make sure you give us a follow. Joy Jones morning. Make sure you give us a follow so whenever we go live, you will get your notification. We will be back tonight for the People's Point of View at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 11 p.m. UK time. Thank you all for your support. Banga, thank you. Thanks, everyone. Thank you all. Thank you very much for being here this morning. Join us back this evening for the People's Point of View. Thank you. Good morning and good afternoon from Global TV.
If you don't like missing out on the latest shows but still enjoy classic hits, then Global TV Group 358 is your perfect match. Global TV Group 358 isn't just another channel, it's your ultimate TV experience. From breaking news to binge-worthy dramas and timeless classics, we've got it all. Our unique blend of original content and global favorites means there's something for everyone. And guess what? With GTVG's seamless streaming, you can watch anywhere, anytime. Plus, our interactive features let you be part of the action. So, whether you're a seasoned binge watcher or a casual viewer, Global TV Group 358 is here to keep you entertained day and night. Don't just watch TV, experience it with Global TV Group 358. Subscribe now and never miss a moment.